Good morning, gentlemen. In this chapter, I will explain you what is the base of all herbs or the base of healing in naturopathy. It's very important for you to understand the difference between plants. Like some plants are good for the nervous system, some for the digestive system, and so on. So, how does nature make these plants so different? And what is the exact thing that we know as nutrients? It is estimated that there are about 350,000 species of existing plants, including seed plants, biophytes, and ferns, among which 287,000 species have been identified as herbal medicine. They are also called botanical medicine or phytomedicine. I'll start with explaining you the structure from very basic or base level. What we actually think is ours isn't. Meaning, if I ask you to pull your hand and ask you, whose hand is this? You'll obviously say, this hand is mine. But actually, at the base level, it isn't. At the most basic level or at the atomic level, nothing is ours. The law of conservation of matter says the amount of matter in closed system stays constant, meaning the matter cannot be created or destroyed. All the atoms have to be still around. You'll be surprised to know that all the atoms of your lost ones have become you, and not only you, but they are in a fantastic journey towards the cosmic matter. Millions of light years away, are a part of stars or some other galaxy. Won't that be a shocking surprise for you? Around 2 people die every second. After burial or cremation, what happens to our bodies? Our bodies are made of 70% water, 20% fats, 15% proteins, 2% carbohydrates, 2% minerals, and 1% gases. After cremation or burial, the water will evaporate into the atmosphere and enter into Earth's water cycle. And this keeps happening even when we are alive, meaning 70% of us are evaporating every second or replacing every day. I've tried to explain this in this animation above. Some of the water will be absorbed by the plants, which they combine with light and carbon dioxide to produce glucose and oxygen. And the process is called photosynthesis. But basically, it is the energy that is being produced that is stored in the plants that we name as glucose. We eat these plants in the form of vegetables and fruits, and their glucose is absorbed in our body as nutrients, which gives us energy to perform our daily activities. In return, we will convert it into the organic matter and excrete, which will eventually be absorbed by plants and used by plants, and the cycle will repeat itself. The soft tissue of our bodies, it gets metabolized by the bacteria in our body by eating and recycling the weak and dead cells. Most of this bacteria lives in our intestines. This automatic recycling will happen till our immune system is working. After our death, this bacteria will eat up our entire body without rejuvenating the new ones. That's why the body is termed as dead. But actually, at the base level, it isn't dead. It's into a recycle system. It's all alive, and I'll explain you how. It's into a recycle system, into a much bigger system of nature. Every 1 kg of our body mass produces 32 grams of nitrogen, 10 grams of phosphorus, 4 grams of potassium, 1 grams of magnesium into the soil, which is used as fertilizers by the plants. This degeneration is very useful and beneficial for our ecosystem. On cremation, our body turns into gases and ashes. And an interesting fact is that the weight of a body ash after cremation is exactly equal to your birth weight. So, ironically, you go out with the same amount of mass as you came in with this life, and life recycles itself. This ash is phosphate, calcium, sulfate, potassium, sodium, chloride, silica, and so on. There are trace amounts of heavy atoms, etc., which eventually rejoin the soil and absorbed by plants to be eaten up by animals and humans and end up back in the alive bodies to be absorbed as nutrients. So, tiny bits of our dead loved ones end up in our children's breakfast, lunch, and supper, and therefore nothing actually dies. There's a big exception that our bodies have. Our bodies have some amount of radioactive elements For example, radioactive potassium will turn into radioactive calcium. Tiny bits of uranium will turn into lead. And on decay, some helium will be formed. The gravitational forces of Earth do not hold back helium into Earth's atmosphere. Therefore, tiny bits of helium will float away into the cosmic space. Some of this will be captured by the Almighty Sun and Jupiter, and still little will escape to the solar system, and still more little will escape into the multiverse universe, and eventually into an exciting journey ever floating into the farthest reaches of the universe, or for even beyond time. Even science says that every single vibration along every single atom of our body will always be around and alive for as long as the universe continues to exist. So, in reality, none of us are actually us. We are a part of nature and we are ever changing. And we never die. We never will. Or we'll never cease to exist. So now let's come back to herbal medicinal plants that I was trying to explain you. Plants are just the form of energy stored in them. Plants make this energy by converting the sunlight, gas, and organic matter into different nutrients and keep this energy preserved in them for other beings on the planet to survive. Every plant has different forms of energy stored in them. Some is beneficial for our nervous system, some for the digestive system, and on and on and on. Now it is our duty to see that we keep a proper balance of everything in our body. Due to our divorce from nature these days, mankind is on the rise of consuming GMO foods, unnatural foods, foods grown with artificial fertilizers, and so on. This leads to deficiency of natural necessary nutrients, which eventually lead to disease. In almost all my videos, I list several medicinal herbs for a particular disease. This is because there's no one single herb that can heal everything. But we have to consume all the natural plants in their natural form to keep out all deficiencies away. Our human body is atomic vibrations producing energy to acquire happiness. If we keep zooming into our skin or our body, we will reach a point where there is nothing but atoms vibrating. And even beyond the reach of science, it's believed that what looks as matter to us is actually empty space filled with atomic vibrations. I've tried to show this in this animation. And this atomic vibration is the same in everything, meaning at the most basic level, there is no difference between an iron rod and your hand, or a herbal plant and your eye, or a glass of water and your hair. At the base level, they're all the same. That's atomic vibrations and empty space. I repeat this. Our human body is atomic vibrations producing energy to acquire happiness. So, acquiring happiness is the core desire of all mankind on this planet. There's absolutely nothing else that a man desires. And the best way to stay happy is to follow these few easy steps. Start your day with half an hour of a prayer towards the Almighty Supreme Consciousness God for having given us the consciousness to understand this fact. We are one of the luckiest on the planet to have this. Always remember, excess in everything is bad. And I mean everything. If you happen to win a lottery for $500 trillion, believe me, you won't be the happiest person on the planet, but you will be the most depressed person on the planet. So keep everything in balance. Just don't run after more and more money. Whatever you have, stay happy in that. Make a diet chart for yourself and your children so that you include everything in your diet, and it should be a balanced diet so that you get all the nutrients in the most natural form or the organic form. Avoid absolutely everything that is packed in plastic. Believe me, you will never ever visit a doctor ever in your life if you stop all packed food. Eat lots of fruits in breakfast and lots of salad in lunch and supper. Eat supper by 8 p.m. and breakfast next morning at 12 noon, and make a habit of this. This will put you in a schedule of intermediate fasting, and fasting is got countless multiple benefits. I have explained the benefits of fasting in another video of mine. or you can check it out on my website as well. It's counselor.com. It starts to produce stem cells within you which heal your body. Or if you can practice 24 hours of fasting once in 2 weeks or once in a month, that will be way more beneficial. If this is followed, firstly, you will never fall sick. But still, if you ever do, that means there is some deficiency in your body. And you can easily get rid of it by educating yourself with my smart Elixir of Life diet chart plan, which you can download and print for free from my website. That's counselor.com. I'm not advertising this to make money. It's just cause if I light a path to someone, my path will be enlightened too. If I spread happiness to others, I'll stay happy too. Then another one is stay away from all chemical drugs, medicines as much as possible. Humans have made a total of 85,000 chemicals, and only 1,000 amongst them are tested on human body, which are affecting the human body in our daily life. Most of these chemicals are used in plastic, which are increasing disease and sickness in our daily life. Water bottles with BPA, thiols, brominated compound, and lead are known as EDC, or endocrine disruptive chemicals, that are found in all plastics like toys, kitchen utensils, plastic cutlery, and bottles, and they negatively affect the organogenesis, which is responsible for making the parts of a baby during pregnancy, and are damaged by it. So keep yourself away from all these chemicals. Keep yourself away from fertilizers and packed foods. In simple words, stick to naturopathy and try to consume organic foods in their most natural form to keep yourself and your children safe. Except in accident or emergency cases, stick to naturopathy or homeopathy for pity sicknesses. Next one is consume Polontor. Polontor is a Nepalese herbal supplement. Consume this for 4 to 6 months in a year. It is a mix of 52 herbs. It includes Shilajit, Brahmi, Brahmrasyan, saffron, Shankpushpi, Sarpgandha, wheatgrass, Trifla, Ashwagandha, sage, giloy, shitavar, royal jelly, honey, walnut, almond, cashew, hing, turmeric, black pepper, ginger, garlic, coconut, foxnut, fig, olive, amla, banana, watermelon, papaya, salam panja, muesli, tulsi, salam dana, salam misri, सफ़ेद भीम, बाढ़ का दूध, लाजबंदी, काला जीरा, तेज पत्ती, गुड़मार, दुलाहरा, दिखुआरी, कैटरपिलर फंगस, कंजरा, राजहरा, कुलाओ, गुंजी, रीठो, कुमराज मिट्टी, दुक्षा सतना. It will boost your overall health to such incredible or best of health that you live long, happy, healthy, and successful life. And this Polontor is the cauldron of my entire knowledge of naturopathy. If I start listing the benefits of Polontor, it will get this video very long. But however, you can get its information from my website counselor.com. In the course of my rigorous training in naturopathy, 4 years of meditation and yoga in glaciers of Himalayas, 4 years of academic education, and 2 years of internship in psychiatry and psychology. The cauldron that I've squeezed out of all this is that if a person follows these few steps, he will unlock the doors of so-called blissful life. Cause extreme blissfulness every second, every moment, awake and asleep, is itself the peak of everything. For me, only God is beyond this. To realize these few facts, that I am a part of everything and everything is a part of me, not just on our planet but entire multiverse. There's nothing more any person can wish for. I will want all mankind to discover this, and it's no rocket science. It's simple and we humans are made to do it. My motive is to spread happiness to all beings, environment, and mankind. You see, what goes around comes around. And as Jesus said, if I light a path to someone, my path will be enlightened too. You'll be the happiest person around, and happiness breeds happiness, and so will be your children.